Subhash is an amazing painter and has won many prizes for his paintings. Painting is his hobby. He is silent and introvert and spends most of his time in drawing, which he enjoys a lot. But his parents want him to study engineering. With this example, we can at least understand that Subhash has an interest in painting, and along with the interest, his ability to paint is very good too. Do you know in which field you are interested in? And do you know whether you have the ability to enter the field of your interest? Don't you feel curious to know about your own interest and ability, and to know from where can you get such information? Come, let us see how can we evaluate our own self or our abilities. Psychometry is a method of measuring our abilities, behavior, intelligence, interest, personality, etc. Why is this test or measurement necessary? As shown in the slide, if you take up an area as your work in which you are not interested, then you would not be able to enjoy it thoroughly, and you would not be able to give proper justice to that field of work. After spending a long and invaluable time of your life doing that work, when you do not feel any joy or satisfaction in doing it, that time you would reach at such a juncture of your life where you will regret taking up a career you are not interested in. With the help of this test, you can assess your abilities, weaknesses, strengths, and your interest areas. A psychometric test is divided into 3 parts. First is interest test, which assesses in which field you are interested in. Second is personality test, which assesses your personality type. Third is aptitude test, which is divided into 6 categories. Aptitude test explores your ability to learn new things. This test is essential to know your strengths and weaknesses. It is divided into 6 parts. First is clerical ability, which assesses your eye-hand coordination and your ability to differentiate between different things. Second is numerical ability, which includes numbers, algebra, arithmetic, which measures your ability to calculate. Third is mechanical ability, which measures your knowledge about science and mechanical principles. Fourth is reasoning ability. This ability measures a person's logical reasoning ability and problem-solving ability. Fifth is spatial ability. This ability measures your imagination ability. Sixth is verbal ability. This ability means knowledge about language. Instructions. This is a technology-supported test. You will have to give answers to each questions with the help of a remote. All the questions will have various options like A, B, C, D, and E. You will be able to see the questions and their options on the screen, out of which you will be required to give the correct answer with the help of a remote. First, press your chosen option of answer from A to E, and then press the OK button. The OK button is on the right side of your remote. If you do not press OK, the computer would not register your answer. In total, there are 140 questions. Interest test has 40 questions, and you will have 40 seconds to answer for each of the questions. Personality test has 10 questions with 20 seconds to answer for each of them. Questions on ability are divided into 6 parts. On the screen, you can see a sample of an interest test. In the interest test, you will be asked such questions. Interest test has 40 questions, and you will be given 40 seconds to answer each question. In the personality test, you will be required to choose the option A or B, whichever is most applicable to you for each of the question seen on the screen. In this test, there are 10 questions and 20 seconds to answer each of them. The third part of the psychometric test is aptitude test. The aptitude test is again divided into 6 areas. The first part is clerical ability. This ability is required in banking, clerical work in an office, or as a data operator. You can see a sample of clerical ability on the screen. You would be able to see 2 lines on the screen. If you find both the lines as similar, then you will have to choose option A. And if find them different, then you have to choose option B. This ability has 15 questions, and for the first 2 questions, you will have 15 seconds to answer. And for the rest 13 questions, you will have only 7 seconds. So, you will be required to answer quickly for those questions. The second part of the aptitude test is numerical ability. This ability measures your knowledge of mathematics. There is no need to be scared or worried, as whatever you have studied till now, the questions are formed on that basis only, that is, basic mathematics. This ability is required in areas like engineering, chartered accountancy, pilot, etc. In all the above mentioned areas, more than one ability is required. On the screen, you can see a sample of numerical ability. In this ability, there are 15 questions, and for numerical ability questions, you will have 20 to 50 seconds to answer. Mechanical ability measures your knowledge about science and mechanical principles. This ability is required in fields like mechanical engineering, automobile engineering, navy, etc. And apart from this ability, other abilities are required too for the mentioned fields. You can see a sample of mechanical ability on the screen. You will have 15 seconds for mechanical ability questions, and the time to answer each of them would vary from 20 to 42 seconds. Reasoning ability measures a person's ability to use logic. This ability is required in areas like law, defense, administration, medicine, etc. You would be able to see the sample of reasoning ability on screen. Reasoning ability also has 15 questions, and here too the time given to answer each question would vary from 20 to 42 seconds. Spatial ability measures a person's imagination ability, and this ability is required for fields like fashion designing, jewelry designing, fine arts, civil engineering, architect, etc. Spatial ability also has 15 questions, and the time given to answer each of them would vary from 20 to 40 seconds. You would be able to see the sample of a spatial ability question 2 on the screen. Verbal ability tests one's ability to use language. This ability is required in fields like writing, journalism, teaching, law, etc. Now, when your interest area, personality type, and aptitude merge at a common point, it helps you to know what kind of a career you are cut out for. So, you are required to give honest responses to the entire test, so that it can reflect back your true potential for a certain specific field. Wish you all the best.